into this special spot in the quarterfinals against their new world compatriots. The face-off is about to begin. And let's get ready to roll, and I will bring you, as we roll through in moments that I can find, a little bit about the road to gold for each of these two competitors, and a little bit about some of the players that are playing out there. And of course, the analysis as it unfolds before us. And right out of the traps, both teams, as they promised me in the chats that I've been having with various different players, in various different quiet moments, both promising to come out like a flyer. Brazilians, supremely confident. After yesterday's draw with Slovenia, seemingly using the sheer will of force alone to put the puck in the net, winning the draw, knowing it would win them this place right here in the quarters, facing this formidable USA side. Team USA, equally as confident about claiming the gold and raising that cup for themselves. They've done silver twice. Last year went away with nothing at all. They won it back. And with the absences of some of the teams this year, I think they feel like it's already theirs. But first they've got to get past the silky skills, the tiki-taka of Team Brazil. And already you can see everyone using all their boosts. But good old Bryn, the magic silver surfer, the man from Hollywood, slowing things down and keeping it cool. Casaro. Brazil not intimidated at all by this USA team that looks so great. Neither is the big JB, James Buffalino. Another formidable calming presence, holding up the entire back row of Team USA on defense between those pipes. One of the most experienced campaigners out here, famous in Asiago, where we are, in the Altiplano, in the Dolomite Mountains of in northern Italy. 15th World Championships for inline as James played. Oh, dangerous shot. Creeping death. And the Brazilian keeper had to tumble to save that. James Buffalino, one among many hockey heroes who are returning to Asiago for what seems like a number of times. That's a tricky puck and it couldn't get under control. The Brazilian defender was really struggling, so the keeper had to do the job that he failed. But Brazil lived to fight on. Many of the Brazilian team too, experienced campaigners. A lot of them Narch players who have played internationally before, and certainly many of them who have played either in the States or around South America in various different countries at top level. They're all here now at the Masters. And you have to believe when you're looking out here that these are all men over 38 years old. And so far, the pace is electric. electric pace shown by Team USA right the way through their campaign. Won 11-2 versus Australia in the preliminaries. Won 6-1 against Slovakia. 13-1 against Germany, teaching them a lesson at what we are now calling the Battle of the Bulging Bellies. No bulging bellies on this American team, and certainly none on the Brazilian team. Pretty fit specimens for men of a certain age. I'd be fit if I played more, you know. That's a hint. Somebody give me a game. I can't bear not getting out there and getting some wheels rolling now, so we could do something like that. Patiently lurking around and out of nowhere, leaning forward. The danger man. 79, Bilston. Spotted the opportunity and fired her in. And that's the kind of chances that America can take all the time when they've got such sublime possession of the puck. And the sort of defense that Brazil is going to have to demand of their defenders, their keeper, to keep them out. But the USA won't be denied. And they break the duck and take a 1-0 lead at 15:28 left in the first half. Outlet there. Big Mike, Enright. Crossing the pass. Mishandled though. Oh, great puck control. Talk about throwing it all on the line. Fighting for every last scrap now, both of these teams early on. Will energy depletion be a part of the story as we move later? Americans seemingly have endless bounds of it. But Brazil seemed to be able to call upon some force extra special in the critical moments. Long shot. Brazilian available on the cherry pick, but couldn't pick the cherry. And both teams elect to settle and get some fresh boots. The formidable Mr. Enright. His good lady wife watching, insisting that we focus on that man. The Long Islander, who's played here many times before in Italy for the Masters and done a great job for them and still does now. No call from the referee. Players tripping over in their earnest energy to try and get something. And both teams so far pretty sharp. A speculative shot from this side. The clever number 4, Ken Moser, the Missouri man. And at his first World Masters. Another good scrap. Not really great fluid play yet. Americans doing what they traditionally love to do, which is forecheck the living daylights out of everyone. Running in the way of every pass. Whoads. so much pace that he sailed himself back into his own end. But now look at him wind up. Here it goes. Bilston. Denied. Still fights. Forecheck. Amazing. Look at this. Drive. Bilston from behind. Spits out, but to the wrong kind of player. Brazil maybe a little bit overwhelmed here. Relentless American pressure. Don't get a minute to look up. Don't get a minute to breathe. This is dangerous. Centering pass. And twice! The Americans are absolutely all over the Brazilians, crawling up and down all over them. And the Brazilians don't have a chance to get into their rhythm. Let's see if Brazil can maybe start to slow the Americans down by doing some more stretch. Some long passes going on there now. But the Americans, smart, they know how to use the width and cut off those channels going down the width of this very narrow pitch. Brazil now getting a little bit of puck. And there's a penalty on the play. Away the Brazilian keeper goes. Can they hold possession just long enough to get 5 on? It's smart. Bad bounce off of the boards once again. Well, they still got it. Oh, the Brazilians just don't know what to do. They're all over the shop. But they've got 5 on now. Just lost their heads briefly there for a second. The Brazilians weren't sure how to make the most advantage of that. And now the levels of energy rising so high, it begins to boil over the kettle. Settle down, chaps. Take a little leaf out of the English book and have a cup of tea. Put a little milk in it, like you meant to. Have a quiet chat. Tell that to Marcel Malley, the supreme goal scorer for Team GB, who you will see here in the next match following this immediately. In their desperate attempts to hold on to their position in the quarterfinals against the multi-gold medal winning and gold medal holding Team France. A lot of discussions going on out there. But remain 4-on-4. And 1 from each get to sit. Again, scrap. Grit, fight, teeth, gnashing. Trying to get some handle on some puck. And finally some movement in open play. But the passing, just under too much pressure. The Americans throwing themselves on the floor, desperate to get a hold of every single puck, loose or not. Brazilians slightly mishandling, maybe just a little bit overwhelmed. And the wiggly wriggly, number 89, Eddie Limberger, comes on and shimmies his shoulders. And Jimmy just covers that cleverly, knowing that discretion is the better part of valor. Face off, American win. Hollywood star Bryn Morris starts running up and takes a cheeky little shot from this close angle here. Marty Wodes tries to handle from behind himself. Can't do it. Look at this. Belston, danger! Oh, what a save! The shot was great, the save was better. And the Brazilian keeper practically suspended in midair to try and collect that. In full jumping star mode. Great pace from both teams. American just a little bit sharper, but Brazil are sending in a couple of little cheeky ones, and something might just come of it. Here's some possession. Trying to find a good solid pass. Fake from this side, but recovered by the kind man of hockey, big number 7, Trav Hawkins. Marty Wodes. Hollywood Morris. Trav. Moving really well. Although the Brazilian forecheck just compressing the normal occupying force. Once again, the unstoppable, unbelievable. A little whistle on the play afterwards. Just watching what the referee does to interpret that, but the Americans know that at least they've potted the goal. And JP slamming another one in. Brazil may be down, but they're definitely not out. What can the captain, Rafa Aguiles, number 13, the formidable character, so confident yesterday that they're going to do something special today. They knew they could raise the game, but they're finding it hard against this relentless American pressure. Sao Paulo is watching their Brazilian compatriots. So many of these players from Sao Paulo were nearby. All of the spiders in Sao Paulo are watching. Oh, dangerous shot from distance. Really good eyes, these Americans. And that includes the man who just had that pot shot, Mike Francis, 39 years old. Second time I've seen him here. The Michigan man. He's got an eye for a shot. Now, another debutant, Garvey, sets the Americans racing. Brazil, again, under pressure, relentless forecheck. Oh, this is dangerous. This is what happens. Coughed up, but couldn't quite consolidate. Now Brazil can break a little bit. There's a stretch. Someone's in front of the net, ready. Still can't get away the pass because the Americans are just crawling all over them. But Francis just drew that penalty. Gently impressing his elbow into the chest of the Brazilian. Number 7, Emerick Souza, taking that face off. 39-year-old from Sao Paulo. Experienced international Brazilian player, 6 caps. Narch, Hong Kong Cup, France Worlds. Knows the game really well. His wife, Adriana, and his little girl, Maria, hopefully are up and watching as their dad takes up the point right in front of Jimmy Buffalino. Screen, takes the puck, passing nicely. In the shape, shot wide, trip, and Jimmy taking Souza out. And Souza maybe just has a little word with Jimmy. They've met each other before, likely. And their long history of world campaigning on inline. And the USA now suffering from the double-double. Garvey's called to guard the gates. Bryn Morris clearing the decks and smiling like he's on the beach, just waiting for the surf to roll in. He's not fussed, but the Brazilians will be. They have a golden opportunity to score here, and they've got to take it. They need to get back because the Americans have 3, and they have nothing yet. Rafa blowing, looking towards his bench, wondering what he needs to do. When can he get a shot on? It's 4-on-2 right now. This is their chance. 7:38 remains in the first half of this first quarterfinal here at the 10th International Masters Inline Hockey World Championships, number 10. Rafa, interrupted. Bryn, can he go? 1-on-1, what pace? Stretching the Brazilians all over. Gonna try and hold it. Bryn strong, but finally dispossessed. And now they're skating back. It's 3-on-1. Need to get something going here. The Brazilians just can't quite get the passing tight. Needs to be tight. 23 seconds left for the 2-man advantage. Rafa teeing up. Centers. Loose in front. And it feels like the Americans are doing a bit. And Bryn just decides to pull Souza away. Souza pretty cool himself. Gotta be pretty cool to have a beard like that in Brazil. It's hot down there. Bielsten just having a word with the referee on the finer points of arm wrestling with a keeper. James Buffalino knows exactly how to disrupt. Both get sent away from the face-off, and now Souza takes it. Brazilians take possession, 4-on-2. Still can't find a hole. Shot from way outside. Still didn't come. Can't find a hole. Around James. Americans go 3. But Brazilians still have a man advantage. They couldn't do it with 2. They're going to find it tough. This is dangerous. This is the right thing to do. Deflection. Loose puck in front. Souza couldn't find it. Brazil come back. Rister. 2 deflections. Souza trying to get it back to Rafa. Here on these close hash marks. And the puck flies out and about. And they've only got 17 more seconds to try and find some way of scoring with multiple different advantages. But the Americans, seemingly endless energy. Oh dear, pass is disrupted. Such a good eye. Bryn Morris disrupts, and USA are back to full strength. Great centering pass. Breen fearsome on the attack. Still looks cool, still smiling, that Hollywood smile. Waiting for it here now. Crossing pass. Couldn't quite collect. To Casaro on this side. Brazilians now seemingly revved up a little bit more, but look at this. Again, the forecheck. Marty, right on it, right in front. Belson! Brazilians just cannot clear their own decks. They can't get it out. Finally released. This is good. Well, I was going to say that was almost a wasted shot from that distance, but it tested the Buffalo. Oh, ring the bell. Net's off its moorings, but the refs will play on. Oh, that's a dangerous pass, and surely how that didn't roll in, nobody knows. Outstanding tip. That was a Brazilian attack that counted. What a move. And finally, the Samba Stars find a way to try and penetrate the indefatigable USA. But right now, it's the USA that hold all the cards. The score is 3 to them, 0 to Brazil, and there's only 3:57 left in this first half. We are in the Stadio Hodegard in Asiago, the home of inline hockey in all of Italy. Inline championships, juniors, women's, seniors, European championships, Champions Leagues, and everything you can imagine. And now, the World Masters, 10th for the over 38s, the 4th for the veterans, who are now playing over in our sister arena in Roana, just 10 minutes down the road, over the little bridge. We will be moving channel 1, this stream over there tomorrow. Very dangerous, good crossing pass. Right through to the center, but again, the Americans, just too clever. They know exactly what position to be in to disrupt. And right. Really taking his time, settling in, trying to build once again from that neutral zone position. Plays at home with the Mission Snipers, coaches the Bantams. Two boys, Joey and Benjamin, at home watching with Mum Priscilla, who is usually out here, but sadly missed this time. Hopefully I'll see her at the next iteration, wherever that may be. Rumors abound. More on that later. But right now, USA make another attack while minutes remain. Brazilian keeper stretched. Groin aching as he tries to do everything he can to cover every corner. And right, directs traffic. Long pass, right on the tape. This is danger. What a shot! Sean McGrath, 40-year-old from Queens. Pots in. Third time with Team USA. Mission Snipers player. Hey Snipers and all the family back home. If he scores like that for you, I'd keep him. Buy him lunch. Get someone doing his laces for him. Marty Wodes. Testing, but the Brazil have an attack. Through a lot of traffic and couldn't find it. I think Bryn took that one for the team. As he goes forward, great take on that pass, on the move. Does a little deke, goes right past, but gets relieved of the puck. Good physical play, the Americans mixing it really well. Bilston wanting to get himself a hat trick here. Now Brazil going forward, 3-on-1, but they can't work it out. Miscommunication. Opportunities abound, but they're just not taking them. And the people on the beaches and the bars of Brazil are screaming to their team, do something, with 20 seconds left to get a goal on board. Well, if you're going to gamble, why not gamble big? And that was outer space. Bryn trying to do something a little bit cheeky here, getting physically brushed aside. Brazil break, 2-on-1, decides to take the shot. Such a deflection. The referee blows. Very clear and unmistakable whistle. Beating Team USA Veterans 3-0 as of currently. Over here, USA doing a little better. Overwhelming the Brazilians so far with their relentless forechecking, their power, and their pressure. Big Trav showing how to use his shoulders just then. Rafa with a desperate backhand, just trying to find some way of putting the Americans under pressure, but no doing. Bryn Morris starting to wind up, rolling in the barrel. Dude, some of those killer shots. Bilston wanting that Hattie. Americans still untroubled in their defensive end. Brazilians worried that they're going to get caught. By some of this hot California wind blowing in from SoCal. Souza moving forward. Nice stick. Does what he can. Long shot goes way high. Brazil with a bit of time on the puck. The passing not quite there. Long shot. Hits the American defender hard. Oh, dangerous bubbling puck in front. Still loose. Souza couldn't find it and was muscled out of the way. Matt Edmondson, American number 12, taking a hit there for the team in front of the net. Enright directing traffic. Ooh, a little bit of a missed time there. Garvey goes. Nothing. Francis goes. Nothing. Oh, so clever. Again, Brazil under pressure. Look at the pace. Sean McGrath, quick like a whippet, flies in. Francis trying to stretch. Brazilians with an outlet. Nicely off the boards, taken. Does he pass or shoot? Wide. Brazilians need to try and test the keeper by stretching him out. Buffalino will not be easily defeated from anything less than very short range at full stretch. Pace. Marty, Wodes, quick. Nice drop pass, Bryn Morris, wrister. This is danger. The Americans, like hornets, circling and cycling around, waiting for a bit of nectar to come. Bilston! Claims he was interfered with, but that's always going to happen when you're whizzing around through the forest of Brazilian hardwood. And the Brazilians must feel now that they are like trees, rooted, compared to these wasps on the American team. Oh, dangerous shot deflected, pops right up on the keeper. And the fierce head of Lembenga takes it, but pays the price. The tap was a little high, and I think he's going to take that, to be fair. That was a bit of a chop, a little high on the stick. You can see what he was trying to do. And Eddie will be gutted to be spending this moment of his shift in the penalty box. And Brazil will take a man advantage. Maybe the only way that they can find some relief from this relentless swarm of American pace and pressure. 14-15 left in the second half. And Americans go short-handed again towards the goal. Bryn Morris. It's a wicked shot. And the keeper couldn't defend it and hold it. It kept on popping out. And there it goes. Brazilians now must be wondering what can they do if the Americans can score short-handed like that. So much confidence going into this match, so much pride, so much passion, but now, what can they do? Against these powerhouses in 13 minutes and 44 seconds. They've got the man advantage. The shot well handled by the Buffalo. Francis. The big man. Garvey. Hauling his backside off for fresh boots. Enright holding station. McGrath. Just interfering in the right spots. Can't find the gap, the Brazilians. Passing not brilliant. Spots out. McGrath is there. Knows how to hold. Brazilians still can't gather. It's like Ricky Tiki Tavi. You just can't get anything off him. He's whizzing around, teeth gritted. Can't get the puck off them. Pablo, 55! Finally, he found it! And he goes to his fans and pounds his heart in a desperate attempt to keep the blood going. And now he shows the Americans. What he can do. My number 55, Pablo. He doesn't want to sit down, he wants to go back out. Souza takes the face off and wins it. The tall man, Louis Casaro, now trying to take it on. And Brazilians suddenly have a little bit of pace now. A little bit of extra energy. They found a boost. Long shot. But the Americans have spotted it now. This is danger. Bilston looking for that. Gwode sends it back to Trav. Danger there. Jimmy wanting to get involved. He always does. Loves to come out a little bit. Oh, and they couldn't stretch to that. Brazilians had a chance there to maybe catch the Americans on the back foot. But no. And now Bryn. Great passing. Looks good. Trav just loses it. Gathers it again. Crossing pass. Up high. Snapshot. Oh! And the Brazilian keeper will be gutted. It was worth a gamble, the shot. Bryn just releasing quickly before he'd even really had a chance to look up. And the Brazilian keeper just twisting the pad and deflected the puck into his own net. And that's what this Silver Surfer does best. He takes chances. He gambles. Rolls the dice. And now the Americans put some zip back in their step, as if it were ever lacking. And we get to see an appearance from another tall man, Nick Hamilton, the Missouri man. First world tournament for him. Amber, Jocelyn, Adriana watching. It's worth it now. Dad's got a shift. Eddie, oh, great crossing pass. It was perfect. Moser couldn't quite put his weight behind it, and it fanned. Slapping puck, oh, unbelievable. What a chance. Brazilians now throwing themselves at everything, knowing that this could be their last opportunity to make up for what they couldn't do in the first half. The score is 6-1. Team USA lead. There's 10 minutes left in the second half of this first of our quarterfinals today. It's a beautiful day here in the Altiplano in Roana and Asiago, the home of hockey in Italy. Garvey tries to scoop the puck, and then we've got a whistle on the plate. And a face-off in the Brazilian end. Rafa trying to find a good pass to help the Brazilians build some momentum. But they keep on running into another American wall. Oh, strength. Single-handedly, Bilston just beasting his way to collecting that puck. And the forecheck from the Americans, relentless. But this is good. The Brazilians finally coming out. Great passing. Just couldn't pot. But it was beautiful, beautiful hockey. And once again, oh, hey, now that was really dangerous. Mike Enright there, absolutely out of order. Chopping on the stick as the Brazilians down on the floor. That's completely unnecessary. One Brazilian still on the floor in behind. Energetic. And the Americans proving that their best defense is the attack. And hopefully we'll continue with some good hockey. Two players sit. Two Brazilians in the box, and Americans go up by one. In dangerous positions now. Interesting configuration for the USA. Something slightly different on the power play. Morris on the close hash marks here. Bilston adopting a little bit more of a traditional shape now. Oh, crossing pass went right through all the holes. Bilston, captain. Strength, wants a hat trick. Braden. Shot from deep, bubbles loose, can't collect it in front. Marty Guodes almost got that. Sean McGrath on the outside, looking for that pass, but took it on his backhand. Sends it back out to Bryn. Sends it back in, slap shot early. Deflection? No. Well, I mean, right from here, the keeper did everything that he needed to do, except keep the puck out of the net. He slammed his pad down, but at the angle it was resting on his leg, it popped the puck just underneath him, deflected up and back into the net. He'll feel disappointed with that. Brazilians were defending well there, but the Americans were patient. We'll go back to 4-on-4. 7 minutes and 21 seconds left in this first of our quarterfinals today here in Asiago on Channel 1, streaming live in HD. All 6 days of these World Championships, Masters inline. Limbiga, wiggle, great pass. Brazilians caught on the back foot. A little bit asleep. And Moser gets to sign his name on the score sheet. Ken Moser, St. Louis, Missouri, 40-year-old, first time out here, scoring for Team USA. All the Mosers and his daughter Avery will be screaming. And another one! USA can't be stopped! That's Matt Edmondson. Another Missouri man. Brilliant. Buzzed, swarmed by these Americans. But we've seen the Brazilians dig really deep before. Maybe they can do it again. Hundreds and hundreds of people now watching, certainly in Brazil, many in America. One of the greatest viewing figures I've seen yet for a preliminary round for sure. And long may it continue, and long may it grow and large as Trav takes his chance to sign the sheet. And some good physical play there, nice shoulder to shoulder. Referee's gonna call it though. Didn't seem to bother the American. Big Trav doesn't mind, but the referees don't like that stuff, and the Brazilians may be finding themselves taking to desperate measures to see if they can sort something out. 6-9 remains. The score is 9-1. Looked so good from the beginning, but the Americans' relentless pace wearing the Brazilians down. The Americans go for 5, playing smart, wondering who's the next person to sign the sheet. They'll need an extra space if they get another one. Oh. Francis. Beilstein, Francis. Beilstein, point. Fake shot. Back to Trav, right here underneath me. Francis. Beilstein. Cycling now, Americans in the neutral zone. Their favorite spot. Little flipping pass there, doesn't quite come off. And the Brazilians finally get a touch and show some more frustration. And the referees quite happy to send them all to the bench to watch the show from the other side if they're going to carry on. The Brazilians' great reputation for passion. Maybe just letting them down here now. What they need is control. A plan. A decision. And then add the spice. But it's so hard against the Yanks. So they will defend with all their might. The tall man on his toes, Luis Casaro from Sao Paulo. Wife Diane, his daughter Fernanda. Praying that his daddy can stop this puck from flying past him. Doesn't do it that time. Oh! Marty teeing it up there, had a wide open net, but had such force on it and went sailing past. This could be it. He had a wide open net there, but he elected to pass. Too generous. Beilstein. Slap shot from out wide. Bounces off. Cleared up. Another loose puck in front. Americans having free reign right in front of the keeper. Another rebounding puck flying up and around. The Brazilian keeper being peppered. Clever shot from Bryn. He'll take another one. Oh, wide open net. There's the one. Still goes through. Marty Grodes just having all of the wide open barn doors, but just missing out. And now gets a few choice words spoken to him by that Brazilian defender who's just exhausted himself, absorbing all that pressure. Brazilians have got 30 more seconds to handle the onslaught. Two-man advantage. Rafa to take the face off. Trying to inspire his Brazilian boys. What can he do? Americans in a box. Squaring up to Brazil. Can't find it that time around. Edmondson here. Oh, thought he was going to tee one, but didn't. Danger. Hamilton to Limvega. Eddie's shot in, blocked. Edmondson. Limvega. Rushing forward. There he goes. He's a wriggly, wiggly, wiggly worm. that time didn't get a chance. The Brazilians break and finally come back to 4-on-4 and try and rebalance this game. There's 2 minutes and 21 seconds in our first quarterfinal left. Team USA are looking every bit the potential champions they could be. Team Brazil, despite their very best efforts and all the passion, can't stop. Sheer, pure, distilled talent from the wild Mike Francis. And the Americans achieve double figures. Ooh, careful. Again, those boards, really dangerous. Very funny bounces coming off of these boards here and popping in front. But Jimmy can handle it. Oh, tried something clever, a little bit over the head, something long and desperate, but American body is just in the way everywhere you go. Mike Enright, finally back out on the pitch. Oh, deflection. Jimmy scoops, no sweat. And Emmerich Souza just commiserates with the Buffalo. Exhausted, tired. Feels like he's just got nothing left in the tank, trying desperately to put himself in a position to score. But he couldn't do then. Oh, strength of the Americans on their skating. Deadly, look at that position, Marty. Whoa, oh, great shot and good deflection finally brought down. But there he is, once again, Guodes firing after it, and the Brazilians are going to sit again. And that's where he'll finish this match. Watching from the box as we wind down the clock for 42 more seconds. Wondering if the Americans will put yet another one in. Bryn happy to hold. Trav winding up in the neutral. Pass disrupted. Gilston. Big line out now. Pass disrupted again, but Gilston collects in the corner. Trav, Bryn, fakes, Trav. Oh, loose puck, not covered. I can see Trav looking at it. He spotted it, he saw it, he knew what to do, but he just couldn't get his stick around to doing it. And if I know Trav, he's probably just saying sorry. And that is all she wrote for this first quarterfinal. The Brazilians, who came into this match so confident, so certain, full of so much belief, knowing that all of Brazil, all of South America was behind them.